Hey, we're the Northern Pikes. We are here at Sonic Boom Records in Toronto for our LP spree. So let's go. Oh, it's the 3D. Oh, it's the 3D reissue. Wow. Cool, eh?
Yeah, that's very cool.
3D.
Oh, cool, yeah.
One of my faves. They don't have this on it.
Grade 12, 1979 for me, Supertramp, Breakfast in America. Amazing album. I remember as a drummer, this record stood out to me because it sounded so sibilant bright in the hi-hat, which I thought was really different for that time in 1978, 79 when this record came out. Logical song, huge hit.
The last time I owned a car, which was 10 years ago, when I was living in Kelowna, I got this on CD and I put it in and I thought, I really like this record, and it just basically stayed as my permanent soundtrack for over a month.
Oh, I'll tell you an album that had an impact. Graham Parker. Just great. When I first started writing songs, I was listening to a lot of Graham Parker, and now I listen to it and I go, oh, I kind of tried to write a Graham Parker song. It happens. It takes a while to get your own sound happening. I think if I win the lottery, I'll just kind of go clean out record stores.
Oh, look at this. XTC's Wasp Star. So the later era XTC record, which is just phenomenal. Really, really great.
This goes back to the Record Club of Canada. When I was a kid, you could buy, I think, like 10 albums for $1, and they'd mail them to you for ladies only Steppenwolf. They don't make them like that anymore. Brings back good memories, just holding the vinyl and remembering listening to it all those years ago.
Oh, I love New Riders of the Purple Sage. I have a huge soft spot for 70s Southern California-ish country rock.
Thing is trying to figure out genres where you find records. I was looking for Alice Cooper in metal, but he's not there. He's under pop rock. Now here's a record of Alice's that most people might not know of, called From the Inside. How You Gonna See Me Now was one of the popular singles from it. I would imagine that was the only one, I think. Produced, oddly enough, by David Foster, this album, which is an odd combination. But that was a big record, about 1978, maybe 79.
I would have to say probably my favorite songwriter of all time, Joni Mitchell, and I absolutely love that album. There's just such a depth of great songwriting, and it just blows my mind. And these records sound so good. So I'm a huge Joni fan, and this is just a brilliant album. Blue, just brilliant. For my pick, I chose a brand new record from the Mountain Goats. It's entitled In League with Dragons, and I absolutely love songwriter John Darnielle. I just think his lyrics are far above almost anything else that's out there right now. And you've got the most interesting song titles. Stuff like Clemency for the Wizard King, Possum by Night, An Antidote for Strychnine, and Waylon Jennings Live with an exclamation mark.
I was looking for my first album I ever bought, Alice Cooper, $1 Billion Babies, which they don't have. So I went for another record of his called From the Inside, which he did in, I think, 1978, 79. And the big song on it was How You Gonna See Me Now, which was kind of a lighter side of Alice. And he always had great covers. They were very interesting the way that he did them, so that's my pick.
I found XTC's Wasp Star. I can't find it on any of the streaming services, so so I'm forced to buy it on vinyl. XTC was a huge band for the Northern Pikes. We were deeply into that band in the formative years of our group, and this is a terrific record. It's a guitar player's record. I love the guitar tones on this album, and it's just, in my mind, chock-a-block full of hits.
I found this record, which I think edges out just because you can't get it on any streaming services. It's the last Spaceman 3 album, recurring. Apparently at this point, the two principals in the band weren't talking to each other, so one of them did side one, the other one did side two, yet it's a really cohesive record. So, and I used to listen to this record a lot because the last car I owned about 10 years ago was an old Honda Civic, and I put the CD in the CD player, and I really liked it, and I just never took it out of the CD player, and then a month and a half later the car died. So, not that the two are connected.